Two Australians. Same income, same suburb, same age. 20 years later, one has a 7-figure investment portfolio and the freedom to work on their own terms. The other is still living paycheck to paycheck, not because of bad luck or a different salary. The difference was 5 habits. Not dramatic habits, not gambling debts or catastrophic decisions. Quiet, ordinary, completely normal habits that almost every Australian recognises in themselves. This video is about those 5 habits. What they are, why they feel harmless, and the one shift that changes each of them. Recognising a habit is the whole game. The first habit is lifestyle inflation. Every time income goes up, spending goes up with it. New job, new car, promotion, better apartment, pay rise, upgraded everything. This is completely natural. Spending more when you earn more feels like the reward for working hard. The problem is that lifestyle always expands to fill the income. A $500 a month pay rise becomes $500 a month in new expenses within the first pay cycle. The savings rate stays flat. The wealth gap opens here, yet not because of income, but because of what happens when it arrives. It is like running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up. The effort keeps increasing. The position never changes. Wealthy people do not stop enjoying pay rises. They redirect a portion into assets automatically before the lifestyle can claim it. Half to lifestyle, half to assets. The lifestyle still improves. So does the portfolio. One action. When income increases, redirect half into an ETF or savings account automatically. Same day the pay rise takes effect. Half to lifestyle, half to assets. Both improve. The second habit is spending first and saving what is left. Pay arrives, bills go out, life is lived, and whatever remains gets saved. The problem is that whatever remains is usually almost nothing. The wallet that was full at the start of the month produces moths by the end of it. Pay yourself first reverses the order. A fixed amount leaves the account before anything else? Before bills, before groceries, before the weekend plans? Not what is left. A chosen amount. Gone before the spending begins. The spending then adjusts to what remains. The difference is not the amount. It is the consistency. Saving what is left is inconsistent by nature. Paying yourself first is automatic. It happens regardless of what the month throws at the budget. One action. Open a separate account and set up an automatic transfer for the morning after payday. Even $200 a month invested consistently at 7% becomes approximately $357,000 over 35 years. The amount matters less than the automation. The third habit is waiting for the perfect time to start. Waiting until the debt is cleared, until the market settles, until the income improves, until things calm down. The conditions for starting are always available. There is always one that sounds worth waiting for first. The calendar pages keep flying. The right moment keeps arriving next month. 1 year of waiting on a $500 a month habit costs approximately $65,000 over 35 years. Full breakdown in the previous video, linked below. Short version, start before perfect. Perfect never starts. One action, start something this week, any amount, any fund, any platform. Imperfect and started beats perfect and never, by approximately $65,000. Which of these 3 habits do you recognize in yourself? Drop it in the comments, no judgment from any direction. 2 more habits to go. The fourth habit is the slow leak. Small purchases that individually seem harmless but collectively drain the household's wealth building capacity. The daily coffee. The subscriptions that quietly renew each month. The small online purchases that arrive in boxes that stack up by the front door. The coffee is $6.50. But the one following you down the street is considerably more expensive. Think of it as a bucket with 10 small holes in it. No single hole drains the bucket. All 10 do. The problem is not any one purchase. The problem is that all of them happen on autopilot, without awareness of the cumulative cost. $15 a day is $450 a month. At 7% over 30 years, that's approximately $567,000. Not from eliminating the coffee, from knowing where the water goes. One action. Do a subscription audit this week. Find every recurring charge. Cancel what you do not actively use. The combined total is almost always surprising, and redirecting even half of it changes the numbers over time. The fifth habit is looking wealthy instead of becoming wealthy. The new car financed over the full term. Designer items on credit. The renovation on the mortgage. Each one signals success while quietly removing the raw material of actual wealth. Everything arrived. The balance sheet went the other direction. The quiet wealth builder drives an older car with no payments, lives in a modest home without renovation credit, and invests the difference for decades. The comparison is invisible at 35. By 55 it is unmistakable. This is not about deprivation. It is about choosing which version of wealthy to pursue. The appearance costs money. The reality builds it. Most people never consciously make that decision. The habit makes it for them. 1 action. Before the next significant purchase, ask one question: is this making me look wealthy or making me wealthy? Both can sometimes be true. The habit is never asking the question at all. Stay with me. The summary and the 5 1 actions are coming up next. And the compound calculator in the description shows exactly what redirecting even small amounts does over time. 5 habits: lifestyle inflation, spending before saving, waiting for perfect, small leaks on autopilot, and looking wealthy over becoming wealthy. None of them catastrophic alone. All of them expensive together, and all of them completely reversible. 5 1 actions: redirect half of every pay rise to assets, automate a savings transfer for the morning after payday, start something imperfect this week, do a subscription audit, ask the question before the next big purchase. The snowball does not look like much at the top of the hill. Give it time and the right slope and it becomes something that was impossible to imagine from where it started. The free compound calculator is in the description. Plug in your monthly amount and see what consistent investing does over time. It is a different kind of motivation than a statistic. The previous video goes deep on the cost of waiting, why 1 year of delay costs approximately $65,000, and the first $100,000 video shows why getting started is the hardest and most important part. Both linked below. Which of the 5 habits do you think quietly costs Australians the most? Drop it in the comments. Genuinely curious what you have noticed. Subscribe to Aussie Money Explained for a new video every week. Wealth is built in ordinary moments. The pay rise redirected, the transfer made automatically, the purchase not made. The habits that build it are as quiet as the habits that prevent it. The only difference is direction.